The air crackles with a tension you could cut with a knife. For years, whispers have haunted Sean Diddy Combs, allegations of a dark undercurrent beneath the shimmering surface of his empire. Now, those whispers are screams, fueled by brave voices refusing to be silenced, and in the center of the storm stands Gene Deal, a former bodyguard who knows too much. He's been living under a cloud of suspicion, a target in the crosshairs, and the recent clashes involving Diddy's crew at a Bad Boy reunion only amplified the danger. But this isn't just about Gene Deal. It's about a pattern, a chilling series of events that suggests a ruthless campaign to silence anyone who dares to challenge Diddy's narrative. It's about power, control, and the lengths to which some will go to protect their image. Let's rewind. Gene Deal isn't some random internet troll seeking 15 minutes of fame. He was in the inner circle, privy to the secrets and the machinations that kept the Diddy machine running. He saw things that made him walk away, things that have haunted him ever since. And for years, he's been speaking out, a lone voice in the wilderness, warning anyone who would listen. But the truth is a dangerous weapon, especially when aimed at someone with Diddy's resources. Former members of Diddy's security team have come forward, confirming Gene's worst fears. There was a directive, a clear instruction to do something to Gene Deal. This wasn't about a friendly disagreement. This was about silencing a perceived threat. Think about that for a moment. A powerful mogul, allegedly using his influence to target a former employee, not through legal channels, but through the shadows. It's the stuff of gangster movies, but this is real life, and Gene Deal has been living it. What makes this story so compelling is the unwavering courage of Gene Deal. Despite the threats, the intimidation, the very real fear for his safety, he refuses to be silenced. He's like a modern-day David facing a Goliath armed with millions and an army of loyal followers. But Gene isn't alone. He has the truth on his side, and that's a powerful weapon. And now, other voices are joining his coy, adding their own pieces to the puzzle, painting a disturbing picture of a man who will stop at nothing to protect his empire. Enter Katt Williams, the comedian known for his sharp wit and even sharper observations. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and he's not afraid to stand up for what he believes in. And he's firmly in Gene Deal's corner. Katt understands the stakes. He's seen firsthand how those who challenge the status quo can be targeted. His own experiences with the entertainment industry have taught him that truth-telling can come at a steep price. Katt's support is significant because it brings a new level of attention to the story. He has a massive platform, and he's using it to amplify Gene's voice and to call out what he sees as a blatant attempt to silence the truth. But why is Diddy so concerned about what Gene Deal has to say? What secrets is he so desperate to keep hidden? That's the question that hangs heavy in the air, fueling the speculation and driving the investigation. The answer, it seems, lies buried in the past, in the early days of Bad Boy Records, in the shadows of the hip-hop world, where loyalty and betrayal are often two sides of the same coin. The story is far from over, and the stakes are higher than ever. The truth is a powerful force, and it's finally beginning to break through the carefully constructed facade. The courtroom becomes a pressure cooker. Candle, a woman unafraid to confront the elephant in the room, challenges the narrative. "What exactly did you do to Gene Deal in there?" she demands right before my eyes. "Why did I have to step in to physically shield him?" The unspoken accusation hangs heavy. Intimidation, bullying, a blatant display of power. Then comes the bombshell from Bonds, Diddy's former security, a man who claims he was ordered to target Gene Deal. This isn't just hearsay. This is a direct accusation from someone who was allegedly part of the inner circle. The picture becomes clearer. The alleged campaign to silence Gene Deal wasn't just a personal vendetta, it was orchestrated, deliberate. The layers of alleged deception begin to peel back. Was Diddy really trying to get Gene Deal beat up in the streets? According to Gene, that's exactly what happened. He claims Diddy didn't go to law enforcement, he went to street guys, tasking them with doing him dirty. What does that say about the man, about his methods? It's a chilling allegation, one that paints a portrait of a man willing to operate outside the bounds of the law, to use fear and intimidation to maintain control. And it's not just Gene Deal who's allegedly been targeted. The story widens, encompassing others who have dared to speak out. Tisa tells, a reporter covering the Diddy saga describes being surrounded and threatened by Diddy's supporters outside the courthouse. "Kill you," they allegedly screamed, accusing her of being a federal plant. This wasn't a peaceful protest. This was alleged intimidation, a blatant attempt to silence the press. Jamie Foxx, too, finds himself caught in the web. Following a health scare, rumors swirl about possible poisoning, fueled by Fox's own cryptic comments comparing Diddy to the devil. Then comes the altercation at a restaurant, a glass thrown, stitches required. Coincidence? Perhaps? But the pattern is undeniable, a series of unfortunate events that seem to befall those who cross Diddy. The case of Keith D., the man who linked Diddy to Tupac's murder, is even more troubling. Targeted in prison under suspicious circumstances. Is this just a coincidence? Or is it part of a larger pattern of silencing those who threaten Diddy's carefully constructed image? Homie Cece, a celebrity bodyguard, claims he's been poisoned 3 times since speaking out. Cyanide found in his system, pneumonia recurring. He questions Kim Porter's sudden death, hinting at something more sinister. The accusations are explosive, suggesting a level of ruthlessness that is both shocking and disturbing. Even while serving time in prison, Diddy allegedly tried to silence Gene Deal, offering money in exchange for his silence. The message is clear: keep quiet or face the consequences. But Gene Deal refuses to be bought, refuses to be intimidated. The question now is, will justice prevail? Will the truth finally come to light, or will Diddy's power and influence continue to protect him? The world is watching, waiting to see if the voices of the silenced will finally be heard. The clock is ticking. Kirk Burroughs, a name synonymous with Diddy's inner circle, attempts to broker a peace. Enough is enough, he relays to Gene, a sentiment dripping with implied menace. But Gene isn't buying it. Enough is enough for whom? Not for the mothers who lost their sons, not for the women allegedly abused and discarded. The audacity is staggering. After years of alleged intimidation, of whispers and threats, they expect Gene to simply fall in line, to erase the past, to pretend he didn't see what he saw. It's a testament to Diddy's perceived invincibility, a belief that his power transcends morality, that he can rewrite history with a phone call. But Gene stands firm, a bulwark against the tide of money and influence. He is not motivated by fame or fortune. He's driven by a sense of justice, a need to expose the truth no matter the cost. He knows the risks, he understands the potential consequences, but he refuses to be silenced. The pressure mounts. Dirty Money bandmate Dawn Richard is allegedly hounded with calls, attempts to dissuade her from pursuing legal action. The message is clear: Diddy's reach extends far and wide, and he's not afraid to use it. Cassie, Diddy's former girlfriend, looms large over this entire saga. Her allegations of abuse and control are the catalyst, the spark that ignited the firestorm. The fear that Diddy might harm her upon release is palpable. The question hangs heavy: what kind of man emerges from the ashes of a shattered empire? Will he be reformed, or will he be even more ruthless, fueled by a sense of betrayal and a desire for revenge? Stevie J's chilling warning to Cassie echoes the pervasive fear. Get your boyfriend every time somebody see him, like I would definitely have to be there, he advises. The implication is clear: Diddy's reach is long, and his enemies are never truly safe. Gene, reflecting on the past, reveals a stunning detail: $250,000 on his head, a bounty placed on his life after his friend's passing. The sheer audacity of it is breathtaking. It's a glimpse into a world where human life is cheap, where violence is a tool for silencing dissent. Exposure, Gene acknowledges, makes you vulnerable, but silence is complicity. He chooses to stand tall, to speak truth to power, even if it means putting his own life on the line. He says he's not just fighting for himself. He's fighting for everyone who has been silenced, for everyone who has been intimidated, for everyone who believes that the truth matters. Diddy's once untouchable empire is crumbling piece by piece. The carefully constructed facade is cracking, revealing the darkness beneath. The allegations are piling up, the voices are growing louder, and the world is finally paying attention. This isn't just a scandal, it's a reckoning. The truth is a relentless force, and it's finally catching up.